Good morning and welcome to News Watching. I'm your host, Mayuri Pereira. After an exciting NFL Week 5, we saw the New York Jets get their first win of the 2019 campaign as they took down the 3-2 Dallas Cowboys by a score of 24-22. It was a nail-biter the entire way, and with it being the Cowboys' third straight loss, fans are starting to wonder if it's time for some change within the Cowboys organization. Our reporter Luke Begoni is at the Cowboys practice facility to give us an update about what's happening there. Luke, tell us a little bit about the game and what the feeling is at the facility right now.
Thank you, Mayuri. And as you mentioned, the Cowboys did lose their third straight game to the previously winless New York Jets. So, following losses to the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers, the Cowboys fall to 3-3. And previous to last week's game against the Green Bay Packers, the defense really struggled in this game as Byron Jones and Chidobe Awuzie really did struggle to stay with guys like Robbie Anderson, Jamison Crowder, and Ryan Griffin. So the defense has to be better throughout the season if they really want to compete for an NFC title. Now, looking over to the offensive side, things were a bit better in this game as opposed to the Green Bay or New Orleans game, as Ezekiel Elliott finished with 152 total yards on 33 touches and a touchdown. Dak Prescott finished with 277 yards, no touchdowns or picks. And the big loss for the Cowboys in this game on the offensive side came with Amari Cooper, as he went down with a quad injury. It was very clear that the Cowboys struggled on the pass offense with him not in the lineup. So that's something they're going to have to fix in this bye week. Now, after the game, I was able to catch up with Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, and he was quick to say that this team still has a lot of talent and that they're really, really well coached. They think they have a huge opportunity this week versus the Philadelphia Eagles, and they just think they need to execute in games more and make those big plays like yesterday when they missed a two-point conversion to tie the game. And following the game, I texted a Cowboys source within the organization asking about Jason Garrett's job jeopardy, and the response about Garrett losing his job was absolutely not. So the Cowboys will be holding on to Jason Garrett right now. I think it would take a couple more losses to see Jason Garrett out of a job, Mayuri.
Going off that, Luke, do you think that any coaching changes would be needed within the organization?
Yeah, as I just mentioned, if the next two games for the Cowboys are against NFC East opponents in the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants, especially the Philadelphia Eagles game, that's a game where these two teams are fighting for the NFC East title. They seem like the two clear favorites in the NFC East right now. So they will definitely need to win that game next weekend. And following that, if they lose to the New York Giants, a team they beat in week 1, although the Giants do have Daniel Jones at quarterback now, if the Cowboys do lose that game, I think it's very possible that we see Jason Garrett no longer as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. So from Arlington, Texas, I'm Luke Begoni.
Thank you for the update, Luke. We will see if those Cowboys can rebound in this week's big divisional game versus the Eagles. But that's going to do it for us right here on News Watching. Be sure to follow us on social media.